Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today this is going to be our third episode playing as the country of Rome in Imperator Rome. And as you can see, we do have a lot of aggressive expansion, which is not that good. So we are going to unpause to start letting that go down. And so we are going to have to import something once this pop-up goes away. And you can see this is obviously the best one right there. We're just going to go unused trade routes, and then we're going to want to import, I suppose, olives, because that's one of the only things we're allowed to import. And then we do have a trade offer, and we'll be fine with that. You see pirates are being annoying. You can see there's a little pirate fleet over there, and you can see it's got a lot of trade, so it's great, and that will strengthen our economy a lot more. So we do have 22,000 men, and which is going to be the biggest army in this area, and we are going to start wanting to, well, obviously use them. Although we have been using them, we might want to maybe head over here and declare war on this relatively large nation. And you can see our Senate is all for that, but before we can do that, we do need to get a claim on them. I suppose they do have cast bailout on us, but we do not seem to have a cast bailout on them. And one way we can try and fix this is missions, but we are already in a mission, and we aren't going to be able to do that. So they do want us to capture this area, which all we need to do is take out this one country, and which is alliance with them. So we are going to just fabricate a claim with these guys. Well, I don't know what that was about, but well, let's fabricate a claim, and then we'll wait for that to fabricate, and then we'll move our armies down there. So we just got a claim on this country of Cyprus, so we can now declare war. So that's what we're going to do. Sun is all for that, and you can see that all of our subjects are deciding that they really don't like us. You can see that they will get some allies. I have 4 of them. See some just kind of random nations around there. So we'll just, or accidentally exit out of that, we'll hit OK. See, no negative effects, and we'll hit OK. So what we're going to want to do, I place this army right here so we can smash this army kind of right out of the gate. See, they're going to try and flee this way, so I suppose we'll just corner them like that. See, we are going to catch them. You can see that little sign, and then we'll put this army on independent operation, which means go in there, and that's what we're going to do. So we're going to let this army lay siege to this city right here, so we don't have to deal with that country, and that's going to be pretty useful. And so you can see now they're taking that city, so we're just going to send this army back up there. And we're going to kind of ignore this country for now and kind of deal with all the little subjects that could potentially not be good for us. We do need to have a governor up here. You can see one of them. Something happened to him, and then that's a pretty good governor, so that'll be fine up there. So obviously we are probably going to win this battle considering our difference in size of the armies. And so you see that tantrum, which is this little thing, could potentially become a tributary. And if we want to know that, we would just go to, if these pop-ups stop interrupting me, you see that it looks like we ended up losing, which is very interesting. Or see, somehow we lost. I wasn't really paying attention too much to that battle, but we lost, or that's either, nope, we lost in some way. You can see now we are perfectly fine. I don't know how that happened, but we do need to point to and we lost over here as well. That's what happens when you pay attention to one area instead of the other. So this army did beat us, and so we'll have to send this army all the way over here to deal with that. And so we are going to try and increase the size because our economy is doing pretty well, mostly because of this army did just lose a lot of troops, but we can add a couple of additional men to this army, so they will be greatly benefit from that. And so you can see we'll just have this army camp right outside that city because they can't get it, they can't leave it unless they go somewhere else, like over there. See, now we do outnumber them, and we can, I guess, fight them. See, they do have some reinforcements, and they're deciding they don't want to be reinforcements for them, and so we are going to be able to take them out. And so, if I could stop moving that army, let's see if we did get that tributary. And you can see it did. We did get the tributary Tantrum. See, they aren't currently with us in the war, but since they are a new tributary, they will not be able to join us. So we're just going to go over and fight that little army right over there, and they are going to escape before we can catch them. We're just going to chase after them. You can see that this army has just been camping up here, so we're going to put them in an independent operation, and instead of chasing that army, we're going to head over and take out this guy taking the fort. And this is why I want to take out the subjects early, but we kind of get distracted going over there, and so we are going to kind of pay for that. We are going to need to appoint a new guy, and then you can see we do have civil war because a couple people are disloyal. You can go right here. You can see who it is. It is the researcher and a governor. So what we're going to want to do here is, as we always do, we're going to want to make them our rival right there, and then go over here and then plan assassination of the guy who's being a problem, this person right here, and then hit select, and then we have a 6% chance of success there. And then you see we won that battle, which is good, and then we can send our troops all the way back over there to deal with that. So you can see our army is recovering in morale, and we'll just send them down here to deal with any smaller armies, and that's an army that is a bit bigger, deal with some of the other things. So we'll just chase them all the way down into their home country, if it'll stop saving. See, now we can just lay siege to their capital, which is what we're just going to do. And they're going to try and escape, and then we'll just confront them there, and hopefully take them out. And we completely destroy them. And so, since we completely destroy them, we might want to, after we appoint this governor, we might want to, send this army back over here. Or we could lay siege to this area and get some war score, considering that our war score is not that high. So I guess we'll do that to make sure that this country does not pose another threat and later on in the war, when it maybe regenerates a bit of its troops. So we'll just let that go over there, and we'll pay attention to the area over here. So now that are laying siege, and then we can attack them. See, it's about what, 6 armies that were kind of all right there, little tiny armies, and then we're gonna be able to completely take them out once again. And then you see we just imprison a bunch of people, and then we'll have to chase after these guys because the other army is over there. And so they're gonna decide to stop and lay siege, which is a pretty big mistake on their part, considering our army is a lot bigger than them, and we can catch both of those armies right there, and then hopefully take them out. See, we took out quite a few of their troops, and then we'll unsiege this, and then we'll come back over here. See, now they do have a bigger army over here that could potentially pose a threat, so we will get this army. As you can see, they are low in morale, so this army, even though it is going to be only a bit outnumbered, we are going to be able to take them out. You see they do have some reinforcements coming in. See, that army is now turning, tailing, and run. And then we won't be able to chase them because of the layout right here, so we're going to have to wait for them to come back out, I suppose. And then we'll have to go over here and unlay siege to this, or never mind, that is a big army. We are going to have to recruit some troops to this army, which we'll be pretty easily able to do. Just recruit a couple men, 6,000 troops, and then hopefully now that this army has dealt with that, we'll just send them back over here to deal with some of the armies right here, because they are getting a lot of armies. And we may lose this siege if those troops don't come quick enough. You see, they are going to try and attack us, and you can see that they're the bigger army is going to try and attack us as well, and we weren't able to win before that army got there, so looks like we're going to lose. And some of these armies are coming to reinforce this kind of already doomed army, unless that army can get here, which doesn't look like they can. We're not in a good position there. So we're going to order all the troops just to sit right there, because this army is about to lose in like literally half a second. Unless maybe we can get there. Nope. So we'll just order the troops to stay there. And then what we can do here is combine this army to make an even bigger army of 21,000 that can take out this army, because they are low in morale now that they just did that battle. And so we can hopefully cut them off here. And we're going to be able to attack them. And then hopefully take out, hopefully win. And then we're going to be able to take out as many troops as we lost in that battle there. And we're going to try and attack some more of these armies. See, this is the problem with having a lot of big armies, is that sometimes they're kind of, you could say clumsy, and they like take a while to get to the place that you want them to be at, and can be like ambushed by a bunch of smaller armies. So we'll just tell the troops to get over there, or we'll have to lay down siege to that city. You can see our other army is recovering over here. We'll send them over here to kind of block the armies, because they should be able to do a bit. Maybe take out this 1,000 army right there, and put them on defend borders so they can, I guess, unlay siege to that. And then we'll wait for the other armies. You can see that army of 2,000 isn't big enough. We have a lot of problems up here. It's not big enough to take the city right there, so it's kind of just gonna have to sit there and do nothing until reinforcements that probably won't come. So now this army is just doing that, and they are laying siege to this. And now they are going to, nope, they're not being a lazy army. They're going to do something. And you can see we do have a decision available, abolish social equality, and we're not going to do that because there's really not much reason to. Although it probably would get rid of this governor automatically. And you can see we did win that siege. Now we can unlay siege this, and then we can take this land out. And you can see another one of their armies is emerging once again. And so we'll get both of our armies to go over there and attack it. So we can definitely, win. You can see now they're going to go probably run and hide. You can see our army's a lot bigger than them, meaning that is a lot slower. And we'll just send this army over here. And then we'll send the army of 11,000 just to lay siege to this city, which is really what we've been trying to do the entire war. So these guys will go over there. You can see another one of them trying to kind of break out. But that army will be able to kind of circle back once it ideally wins that battle, and to come and take care of them. So now you can see we won that battle, and now we can go over here and take out this army. Probably having some second thoughts about leaving its homeland over there. So hopefully we win that, and we do win that, and we'll be able to unsiege this land right there. You can see pirates are a continuing problem, but we want to be spending more of our money on military right now. And you see we are really low in manpower, so we might want to end this war pretty quickly, so without losing many more troops, because otherwise we'll have to go in and get more manpower. So you can see we just won that siege right there, and so now we are technically winning this war with a 1 war score. We can't super peace, and they're not going to want to make peace with us, so we're going to have to continue on with this war with low manpower. Because we do outnumber them in terms of troops once our army does regenerate it. So we will send this army, which is a bit smaller of an army, to over here to lay siege to that, because that's kind of a free fort right there, because there's only a little tiny army right there to guard it. And then we'll send this guy over to lay siege to a couple of the tiles right here, which can help us out in terms of war score. As well as manually do it here so we don't get ambushed by a big army. And we are going to attack this army actually, because if these things stop popping up, looks like they're heading over there. They are really low in morale, so even our army, which is not as big, is going to be able to take them out. And you see we managed to catch up to them there, and we really easily take them out. You see that we're raising a host, and we managed to take out quite a few of them. And now these guys are going to try and do whatever they're trying to do, and looks like they're charging right towards us, and we're going to take them out once again. And so now the war score is a lot higher, and we'll wait for that army to lay siege to that fort over there, and then we'll just keep taking out these tiles here. And I think if you ever decide to attack this nation, is this little thing right here. It's kind of, if you ever played the game, you played like tag or something with a table, like this is kind of what this is. An army could just kind of circle around here and kind of juke you a bunch. But that didn't happen in this case. So you can see these guys, little tiles are increasing our war score by a lot, and we are just about going to be able to take out this entire nation, it looks like, with no pressure. You can see there is a lot down here, so we probably won't be able to get everything. And they, for some reason, decided to attack us, defend the other land, and that didn't work for them. We'll just say that. And now you can see a bigger army, and then we'll engage them. They probably should have known, and we will probably not engage this army. See that our commanders are a lot better than ours, which we really do need to switch out. We'll change it for this guy, and now we could potentially take out this army. So we'll just see if we can. See, there is a green thing, meaning that we probably are more likely to win. You can see some of their troops managed to get away, which is good for us because it means we face a smaller army, and that we're able to take them out. And you can see this army is charging at us, maybe trying to reinforce, but now they accidentally just kind of engaged us there. So now we are winning the war by a lot. Once that siege finishes up, we should be able to get quite a bit of land, and we'll just capture some more land over here. And then we'll cross over here, and we won't. And it's not going to let me cross over here because it's saying we do need a navy to cross this gap. Even though you can see those yellow dots mean that we are able to cross it, it just doesn't want to let me to cross. So we'll just send our troops over there to capture that. This fort is taking quite a long time over there. You can see that is automatically unsieging, which is annoying. But we'll just send that troops back just to camp on that one little tile. You can see we won that siege now, and we do have a new ruler right as we won that siege, and so we'll have to replace one of the guy who was elected, and now so his job was vacant, and so now we can sue for peace. Instead of giving us white peace, which they could have got earlier, now we will have to take some land from them. So either we can take all of this land and get that, and we won't be able to get that because apparently it's a really expensive piece of land, and so we're not going to be able to get this entire area, kind of obviously. So you can kind of click manually to select these and get some more land than you might have been able to get earlier. And so we'll go with this to get that capital right there, because that's always useful. And so we'll just hit OK. You can see we got a pretty good deal there, and now we expanded our land. So we are going to cap it here for this episode. It was kind of short, but I'll have another one coming out soon. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.